My name is Riku Harai. I'm 28 years old. I'm the sub-chief of the fresh fish department at the Sekafushi supermarket in Kanoyo. But I've been worried about the sluggish sales in the department for the past 3 years or so. Or rather, sales at our store itself are sluggish. Oh, Chief, thanks for the meeting. How did it go? I was told to do something about the sales being down again. I'm working hard here too. The people at the top who don't know what's going on in the field can say whatever they want. They say it was better 4 years ago. Like there's any point in saying that. It's annoying. I know. 4 years ago, there were no other supermarkets or large shopping centers in the neighborhood. Sekafushi Super has about 30 stores in the prefecture and neighboring prefectures. But in the past, sales at this Kanoyo store were always high. However, about 3 years ago, the area around the store prospered and rival stores started to appear. Since then, the store's sales have been at the bottom of the pile even among Sekafushi supermarkets. If this situation continues, there are rumors that the store may close. Hey, the sales floor is completely empty! Do you even want to sell anything? I'm sorry, Nakura-san. The part-time staff suddenly called in sick today, and the chief is out at a meeting, so we're short-handed. Wait, he's gone! Chief, he must have sensed the area manager's arrival and run off. It's none of the customer's business what's going on in the store. People won't buy what's not there. If you worked more briskly from the morning, you'd make it in time. I'm sorry. All departments are sluggish. The staff don't seem to be motivated, so the fish and vegetables look tasteless. This store is doomed. I'll work harder. The Kuri-san is an area manager who oversees several stores in the area. He says sarcastic things that lower morale every time he comes in. He doesn't seem to notice at all that his sarcasm makes our work efficiency drop even more. I'm also thinking about how to improve the sales in my department as a sub-chief, but I'm worried because the chief, who is the most important person, is not willing to change his ways. Hey, Harai-kun, I'll take care of the customer orders. Why don't you go to the office and place the orders, huh? When you're done, you can go for lunch. I understand. I mean, Chief, when the area manager came earlier, you ran away, didn't you? Because it's no use listening. I mean, I had to go to the restroom. Chief? Sorry. The chief hates trouble. He said he didn't want to change the sales floor because it was too much trouble. But if we don't try new things, the situation will never change.
Hirai.
Yes, what is it, manager?
Have you checked the data for the fresh fish department from last month?
Yes, I did.
What did you think after checking it? Did you think that it was good?
I don't think it's good.
Have you thought of any strategies to make it better this month?
No, I didn't get that far.
Please try to make the sales floor more attractive. Please create a sales floor that makes customers want to pick up the products.
Yes. Why are you telling me this instead of the chief? The chief has the authority to decide where to put the products. Oh, I have a suggestion to improve sales.
What is it?
Please hire more part-time staff. We're so short-staffed that we can't afford to increase the number of products.
We've put out a recruitment notice, but it's not easy to find people. The other departments are also working hard to make do with the small number of staff they have. Rather than expecting people to come in from outside, please think about how you can make do with the members you already have.
Oh man, this is the worst. The previous manager was someone who understood how I felt, but Manager Mikamori doesn't understand anything. I'm really fed up of being stuck between the chief and the manager, and having the area manager nagging at me. Manager Mikamori, who came to Kanoyo's store a year ago, is only 30 years old. She must be pretty good at her job as she was selected to be a manager in her 20s. But she calmly puts me under pressure, so I'm scared. The chief also doesn't like Manager Mikamori, so he started pushing the order-taking work onto me because he doesn't want to go into the office. The previous manager understood that the chief wasn't motivated, so it was much easier to work. If Manager Mikamori hadn't chosen his store, the manager wouldn't have changed, and I, who liked the previous manager, disliked Manager Mikamori. Good morning! Good morning! Alright, son, it seems that the manager will be taking some time off for about 3 weeks from today. What? Manager Mikamori? Is something wrong? I heard she was admitted to Yasuragi Hospital with an acute illness. She's in hospital? I feel sorry for her illness, but I'm relieved that she won't be getting angry for a while. That person's way of getting angry is scary. I know what you mean. Yasuragi Hospital? Well, that's the hospital where my sister works. Thanks to the absence of the manager, employees who are always scared of being told off by the manager, or employees like the chief who work so that they don't get caught by the manager, seem to be able to relax a little today. It's so peaceful today. Don't you think it's easier to go into the office? Yes, it's a little easier to come in than usual. That night, I was asked by my parents to do some shopping on the way home from work, so I did some shopping at my workplace and headed home. My parents' house and the apartment where I live are close to each other, so it's not unusual for them to ask me to do their shopping for them. I'm home! I went shopping.
Oh, thanks! Riku, welcome home!
Hey sis, you're here?
Yeah, I had the day off today, so I just lazed around. Are you working tomorrow, Riku?
I'm off tomorrow.
Then let's have a drink together!
How's work?
It's the change of seasons, so there are a lot of people who are sick, so it's busy. My nurse colleagues are also sick, and there aren't enough people, so it's difficult again.
There's a shortage of staff everywhere. Speaking of which, it seems that our manager has also fallen ill and has been admitted to the hospital where you work.
Really? So the store must be really busy then?
Not really. The manager is really scary, so I feel like the employees are able to work more freely in her absence.
Are they that scary?
She just calmly hounds us. I guess what she says isn't wrong, but it's like she doesn't understand how I feel at all. I liked the previous manager, but because Mikamori-san said she wanted to be the manager here, the previous manager got kicked out.
I see.
Why would you bother to come to a store where sales are down? That day I told my sister at length about how strict and scary Manager Mikamori was. At the time, my sister listened to me attentively, but... A few days later, my sister suddenly called me. Hey sis, what's up?
I just wanted to tell you something.
Hmm?
The last time I saw you at our parents' house, you told me about how scary the manager was while drinking, remember?
Yeah, I did. What about it?
I can't really talk about it because it's something I found out at work. I don't think the manager is as cold-hearted as you might think.
What?
I thought for a moment that it was all for your own good. Well, that's all. See you.
Wait, why did you think that?
Well, I overheard the conversation. I can't say any more than that. If you're curious, why don't you go visit her and ask her what she really thinks? So, see you.
Oh, she hung up. The manager's true feelings? Because of the confidentiality obligation regarding what she saw and heard at the hospital, I guess my sister can't tell me anymore. But I was really curious about what she said, so I decided to go and visit the manager in the hospital. I'm not even close enough with her to go and visit her, but my sister said something that made me curious, so I just couldn't help coming. But even if I came, what should I ask about? I came about thinking about that sort of thing. So, this is Manager Mikamori's hospital room. Mikomori-san, don't you think it's about time to give up on those guys at that shop? Is that voice Nakuri-san, the area manager? The incompetent bunch you want to protect? I went to the store yesterday, but they were being lazy. They're probably relieved that you're off.
Did you come all the way here just to say something so trivial?
I just wanted to tell you the truth and let you make your own decision. It would be better for you if that store were to close. If that store closes, you can become the manager of a bigger store. That was your plan from the start, right? Oh, but if you're bored with your job, you can marry me.
No, thank you.
No?
I won't give up on this store. I'll definitely keep it going. It doesn't matter if I become the manager of another big store or not. I want to protect this store.
Manager. Why are you going to that extent?
There are many part-time workers who have been working here for a long time. There's a part-time worker who is a single mother and is working hard, and a part-time worker who is working hard while caring for their parents. There's also a part-timer who's been working here for 3 years, even though he had a hard time keeping a job. That store was the first place I worked as a full-time employee. I know all of them very well. That's why I don't want to lose this workplace.
No matter how hard you try, the core employees and part-time staff just don't seem to be motivated. The more you try to improve the store, the more you are disliked.
The reason for this is my own incompetence. I am very sorry, everyone.
No, I don't mean to blame you.
No, it's all my fault that the atmosphere in the store is bad and the sales aren't going up. Everyone here is talented. If I work harder, we'll have a great store.
It's not your fault that sales have dropped, and I don't think you need to work that hard, but the company wants to close this store as soon as possible and open a new store in a place that can attract more customers. If you give up, that store will be closed down immediately, you know?
As I said before, I'm not giving up.
I think it's a waste of time. I don't think I've ever heard the manager say such heartfelt words. I had no idea she thought so seriously about the people who work there. Manager Mikomori, hello.
Hirai, is something wrong? Did something happen in the store?
No, I just came to visit. Here, please. Don't worry about the store. And please, rest well.
Thank you. Hirai, I'm sorry for always putting you between me and the chief.
What?
No matter what I say, the chief just evades the issue. That's why I end up talking to you, who always listens to me. But it's tough being caught between a rock and a hard place, isn't it? I know it's tough for you too, but I'm sorry I can't do it well.
I see. The manager must also be having a hard time being caught between her employees and the company. Please don't worry, I'll keep trying too.
Yes, I look forward to working with you.
I have to think about what I can do. I can't just keep going like this. And 3 weeks after being hospitalized, Manager Mikomori was released from the hospital and returned to work.
Wait, the atmosphere of the store is different from before.
Manager Mikomori, are you alright? No, more importantly, aren't you surprised? The atmosphere of the store has changed.
What on earth happened?
Arrived from the fish department, talked to the chief and made some big changes to the sales floor, asking the crafty part-time staff to make decorations and signage. He was working extremely energetically. Then employees in other departments also seemed to want to try various things, and the whole store became full of vitality.
Maybe it's better if I wasn't here. The store changed so much while I was gone.
That's not true.
Hirai.
The store will only improve if we have a manager who can calmly analyze the state of the store and provide accurate guidance. So please don't say things like that. That's right, Manager Mikamori.
Then I'll have to work even harder.
In fact, until the manager was discharged from hospital, I was subtly passing on to the employees in other departments what the manager had been saying at the hospital. And the employees in other departments also thought about what they could do to overcome the threat of the store closing. From there, sales at the Kanoya store gradually recovered. And after 8 months, sales have returned to 8th place out of 30 stores.
So there's no need for this Konoyo branch to close, is there?
I guess so. Well, sure, but if you ever want to marry me, just let me know, okay? I'm always open to the idea.
And I can't reciprocate your feelings, so please don't be so familiar with me again. I've fallen for someone else.
What?
Thank you for your hard work, Hirai.
Hello?
The figures for the fish department last month were better than usual. Did you talk to the chief again about changing the sales area?
I'm always wanting to do something, so the chief has come to leave everything up to me.
I see.
What the person Mikamori-san likes? Could it be?
Speaking of which, if this store's sales make it into the top 5 in the rankings, we're promised to get a bigger sales floor. I'm thinking of creating a frying area in the fish department, so let's work hard!
Oh, that's great! Let's work hard! After understanding the manager's feelings, the manager's instructions no longer felt cold and scary. It's partly because the manager has been thinking about how to communicate with us, but it's because my own feelings have changed. Now I don't dislike the manager anymore. In fact, it's the opposite. But I haven't told her yet.
The manager was very cool, but in front of the person she likes, she becomes a lovesick maiden. She looked very cute, right? Riku-kun's true feelings were still a secret, but I'm a little curious about what happens next.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.